When should a layer poultry farmer order for their point of lay? And this is if you have decided that you want to use point of lay on your farm. So when should you order for your point of lay? So this is something that I just thought about. I was just packing up my recording gear and I just thought about it. So hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Modupe. I am a layer poultry farmer, a layer poultry consultant, a layer poultry trainer. I am doing business in Nigeria. I am helping new and existing poultry farmers, layer poultry farmers, do well in their business, scale up, and all that. So, yeah, when should a layer poultry farmer order for their point of lay? At what point in their journey should they order for point of lay? So, this is if you have decided to use point of lay on your farm. I have a video about if you should do point of lay or if you should do day old. You can check the video. I'll also have the video attached there, so you can check out the video and decide. So now that, let's say you've watched that video. Yes. So if you have not watched that video, I want you to pause this video and watch that video. So when you get back, we can continue. Yeah. So now that you're back and you've decided that yes, you want to do point of lay, at what point in your journey should you order for point of lay? So I'll probably use some instances. I have some farmers who feel that maybe they should place order for their point of lay when they are done with the old building. You know, you want to build your pen, you want to install your cages, then afterwards get your point of lay. So the point of lay process is a long one. It's not most of the time you cannot need point of lay in a month's time and get it. So point of lay are layer birds at 16 weeks. We call them point of lay because at this point they are ready to start laying in no time. So sometime you might get your birds at 16 and they're usually 16 weeks. Yes, they're usually 16 weeks. And so points of lay birds are 16 weeks. And so at what point should you get them? Sometime you'd build your structure. You know, it takes time, you know, getting the land, building the structure, getting the cages, installing things on the farm. So should you wait till you're done with all these things before you get your point of lay? Or should you order for your point of lay while in the process of building? So it's kind of tricky, but then this is what it looks like. So sometimes whenever I'm having consultation with intending poultry farmers, I always ask them, when do you want to kickstart? When do you want this business to be functional? When do you want to start? Do you understand? So let's say someone is having a consultation session with me in August, and I ask that, at what point exactly do you want to start this business? And the person tells me that, oh, I'd like to have the farm operational in December, right? So that means if the person wants the farm operational in December, let's say that they have every other thing available, you know, the funds is available, they've probably built the structure, and they want the farm to be operational in December. Do you know the time the farmer should book for the point of lay? Now. Now. In fact, if possible, the farmer should have booked for the point of lay in July. But now, August is a good time to book for that point of lay if you want your farm to be operational in December. You know, point of lay again, they are 16 weeks old birds, so that is 4 months. So you need at least that notice. You need to reach out to a farm. You know, you probably have the contacts where you want to buy the point of lay from. You need to reach out to the farm and ask, do will you guys have birds available in December, and work towards it? Right. But if somebody is building and let's say they are just building now, funds are not as available, they are working with a budget and they are not sure when they are going to finish. Yeah, they are not sure when they are going to finish. Then that kind of person might wait some time to be sure that things are in place before booking the point of lay. But let's say the funds are available, you have everything on ground. I know that you can start building your farm, your pen, and have everything completed in 6 weeks, even earlier than that. Yes, we build the structure, you roof it, they are digging borehole at the same time. In that process, in that time, you know, the bricklaying work, the plastering and all that, it can be done in 4 weeks. The roofing, yes, the roofing, fixing nets by the side of the pen, you can be done in 4 weeks, you can be done in 5 weeks. Yes, and everything will be fine. Then the cages, the person who is going to install the cages, the person probably only need a few days to install cages. So if you want your farm to be operational in September or in September, yeah, this is August, you want your farm to be operational in September, now is not the time to look for point of lay. You should have looked for You should have booked ahead for the point of lay probably in May or June. Yes. So the reason we also always advise that you book ahead is so that you don't fall into the hands of some unsincere farmers. You know, sometimes when people see your desperation, they feed on it. So let's say that you're expecting to start your farm in September, let's say the end of September, which is about 4 weeks away, and you approach a farmer or you heard that, oh, a farmer has some birds, you know, you approach the farmer and the farmer is asking you, oh, when do you want to start? And you say December, and the person just feel that, okay, they can prey on you and they'll sell you birds that are underage to you. They'll probably say, oh, the birds will be 16 weeks by the end of September. But in all honesty, they will only be maybe 12 weeks at the end of that September. So this is why it is important that you book ahead so you can follow the life cycle of the birds from when they are day old. So I'm accessing some birds in my farm in December. I knew that the birds got to that farm on like 3 days ago. So I am literally following it, following the progress. So I know that that kind of farm cannot tell me that the birds will be 16 weeks in October. That won't be right. Or the birds will be 16 weeks in November. That won't be right because I'm literally following the process from the beginning. So yeah, as an intending poultry farmer or a new poultry farmer, at what point should you book for your point of lay? Please try and book for your point of lay at least 3 months or about 4 months to from the time you want the farm to be operational. Again, if you want your farm to be operational, say in January of 2025, then you should have reached out to a farm you can buy your point of lay from, even at this time. Yes, you should have reached out to the farm you want to buy your point of lay, even at this time, to make your bookings ahead so that you don't fall into the hands of people who sell you things that are not genuine, things that are not correct. I've had instances of people of farmers or yeah, new farmers who buy their points of lay, and when the birds get to them, they feel that, oh, these birds are not the age they should be, or they had to do so much for them to they had to do so much, you know, feed the birds so much for them to get to their desired weight to start laying. And of course, if your birds are not the right age, they are not the right age and they're sold to you as points of lay, it means that you're going to spend so much more feeding them. Yeah. You have to spend so much more feeding them, so much money, so much time, so much effort, and stressing your mental health. So I just thought about that now, and this is to let you know that the right time to book your point of lay is 4 months or at least 3 months to when you want your farm to be operational. And you know the issue is that you see these farmers raising this brooding points of lay. They are, I don't know how to explain it. You just need to just reach out to them long before, because point of lay is always hot cake. People are always requesting for them, always requesting for them. So you don't want to be stranded, and you don't want to have built your structure. You know, you've built your structure, you've installed your cages, you are now waiting, thinking that you can get point of lay in 2 weeks' time. No, it will not happen. So that means things are just going to be laying fallow on the farm, and the farm is just going to be there with no activity until when the point of lay is ready. So that's why you should not finish building before you make your order. Yes. So while in the process of building, give yourself a target. You want to start the farm at certain time, then reach out to the farm you need point of lay from. But of course, if you need points of lay, if you need kgs, you can purchase my ultimate trusted poultry vendor list. Yeah, there you get the contacts of where vendors that you get these birds, kgs, feed, and other farm inputs from, and you're in good hands. So that's about it for today, and I wish you all the best. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do that. And then don't forget to purchase my ultimate trusted poultry vendor list. And if you are a new poultry farmer, you're not sure which way to go, you can book my one-on-one online consultation via the seller link in the description box. And we can just talk about all your concern and every other thing. So that's about it for today. Have a wonderful time. Yeah, like I said, I was just packing up and I thought about this, and I'm making this video for you, especially for you. All the best and bye bye.